You may start now. Done.
Okay, thank you. A very warm good afternoon to Honorable Speaker Dr. Ravindra Kaur, respected professors, and all participants. I welcome you all to the webinar on Introduction to Business Model Canvas, organized by Institution Innovation Council of Deen Dayal Upadhyay College, University of Delhi. I would like to begin by thanking Dr. Sudhir Verma, a convener of program, for being with us today. Our officiating principal, as he is not here, but still because of his guidance, we all are here. And as ma'am said that whatever her accomplishments were, we cannot summarize in few sentences, but I will try as quick as possible. So, a major ones which I think the biggest accomplishment she has done, or anyone is,
It's in-house, Prakshi. It's okay. Even if you don't say, it's fine. I think most of the students are from our college. They know me, and since I have had my lecture before also, so we can actually save up on time, not going into details. Anyway,
okay, ma'am. So, I'll
I think speaker's introduction shall always be there, Dr. Ravinder.
oh, okay, Dr. Charu, fine
Let
enough.
let it be. Let it
Okay,
be. Yeah.
okay. Thank you so much, Charu. Okay, Prakshi, just go ahead with it.
yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. We are all pleased to welcome Dr. Ravindra Kaur, Associate Professor of Department of Electronics at Deen Dayal Upadhyay College, University of Delhi. Dr. Ravindra Kaur will be sharing with us her expert opinion and valuable knowledge on Introduction to Business Model Canvas. She holds a doctorate degree in electronics, a degree in Master of Science in Electronics from University of Delhi. She has more than 30 paper publications in international and national journals to her credit. She has an extensive teaching experience of over 27 years. She is also the Innovative Ambassador of Institution Innovation Council, which is an initiative of the Education Ministry which aims to promote and support entrepreneurship in students. Dr. Kaur is passionate about mentoring students to help them recognize their hidden talents and skills. She has recently completed several certifications, including the Leaders of Learning course certification from EDX Harvard University, Leading Ambitious Teaching and Learning from University of Michigan, and Entrepreneurship in Emerging Economics from Harvard University. She enjoys sharing her knowledge and pertaining to her specialty through workshops and interactive webinars. She has been a resource person in faculty department programs related to entrepreneurship and educational pedagogies and leadership. So now I would like to inform all the participants that a feedback form would be provided in the end of the session that needs to be filled, and the certificates will be emailed to you. With that, I request esteemed guests to please begin the session. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Prakshi, for your kind words and the kind introduction. I'm humbled. Before I actually start with my session, I would like to put on record my heartfelt gratitude to all my colleagues who are here to support me and to encourage me in this endeavor. Obviously, as I discussed in my last lecture also, that this is not my forte, but yes, definitely my passionate. Yeah, I'm passionate about it, and this is my passion area. And whenever I deliver any lecture on entrepreneurship, it's all about learning from interaction and making myself aware of entrepreneurial ventures a bit more by useful interactions with you. So before I start, I would request all the participants to be interactive so we can have a very uh, insightful and enjoyable experience throughout this lecture. So I'll just start with I'll share my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
It's in the slideshow mode?
Right. Yeah, it is.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So today I'll be talking about Introduction to Business Model Canvas. Now, Business Model Canvas is a tool which lets us know how do we plan our business. But before going to this Business Model Canvas, let's just revisit the lane of what prerequisites are required to actually plan for our business. Okay. What do you see in this picture? Please write down in the chat box and then Rashi can tell me. This is a very attractive picture. What do you perceive from this picture? What's happening? What is it showing it to you?
Ma'am, Vaibhav said startup team.
Startup team. Okay. Anyone else?
A venture.
A venture. Okay.
Everybody is enjoying his or her own niche.
Could you please repeat? Everybody's enjoying?
Everybody is enjoying his or her own niche.
Okay, very true. Everybody's enjoying his or her own niche. Anyone else?
Ma'am, it shows a proper interaction and communication going on, some arguments.
So it shows a proper interaction, communication. So we have got the keywords. Anyone else who would like to add to the keywords?
Ma'am, there are many answers in the chat box.
Okay, just
Interacting and creating things together and profiting from them.
okay.
Different types of work in a job. Picture
Okay.
is about what are the different aspects for running a business.
Okay.
And interacting and okay. Everybody's working in different works and ideas.
Okay.
A company with different departments.
Okay. So that's great. All the inputs bring together and you actually explain the picture very well. So the first answer which I remember came was an entrepreneurial venture. So the student was smart enough, probably he himself is about to start his venture or knows a lot about entrepreneurial ventures. So he just got it right. He nailed it. It is showing a picture of how do you get the product in the market. How do you start becoming an entrepreneur? How do you see what is required in the market? You come up with the idea. You have, according to your ideas, you make a prototype of how to solve that problem. You can see in the center what is being made actually. What is the product which is shown here?
Rocket.
Okay, very good. So it's a rocket, a ship, right? It's a rocket. So which is the product is a rocket. You can see the person who is carrying a bag of money in his thoughts and he's thinking something, sitting on a hot seat, probably the entrepreneur, the protagonist of this picture. And he wants to create this product for the use, right? And then he has a team who is coming up with the he already has designed, and you can see a team who is making a prototype. You can see someone sketching, then you can see parts being made. Then you can also see what features it is giving it to you. So you can see there in a picture what all features are to be provided that is being seen. Probably you can see bankers also for their financial investments. Then you can see the same person explaining the different features to the person to whom he can market, the potential customer you can see. And finally, he's able to convince the potential customer. He is able to give the product to the customer, get the value for that, get the money, and he's a happy man, right? So what all you said belongs to this picture. It shows you solving a problem. How does one solve a problem? With coming of an ideas. how do you think that the idea which is solving a problem is in the right direction or not? When you start with the idea, how do you know that that idea would work or not? Do you know the term which is used for that? At the ideation process. So whenever we talk about entrepreneurial venture, we start with how do we start? We start observing. We start observing the market or the needs of people, what they need. And then we say we require an empathy to feel what are the pain points of your customer or what is the requirement of the market. So you observe, you have an empathetic view, and then you target ki, okay, I want to do this, right? And for doing this, for solving that particular problem, आप बहुत सारे ideas लेकर आते हो और उन ideas की validity देखते हो कि कौन सा idea best रहेगा उस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के लिए, उस प्रोडक्ट को बनाने के लिए, या जो आप प्रोसेस बनाना चाहते हो, जो आप एक फैसिलिटी अपने कस्टमर्स को देना चाहते हो, उसको करने के लिए कौन सा आइडिया बेस्ट रहेगा. सो फ्रॉम फर्स्ट यू स्टार्ट विद अ डाइवर्जेंट, मतलब आप बहुत सारे आइडियाज से शुरू करते हो, एंड देन फाइनली यू कन्वर्ज, मतलब आप एक बेस्ट सूटेबल आइडिया पर आते हो. उस पर्टिकुलर प्रोसेस को क्या कहते हैं? डज एनीवन हैव एन आइडिया? What is the term called when at the ideation process you can validate your idea? Yes, yes, it will work. Rashi, you can tell me if there's any answer in the chat box.
Not yet, ma'am.
Anyone, please try.
Good evening, ma'am. First of all.
Good evening. I'm simply asking, what is the technical term used when you are validating your idea? So that is known as proof of concept. At the ideation part, जब आप idea लेकर आए हो, अभी आपने कुछ बनाया नहीं, can the person mute himself? किसी एक का microphone on है. Thank you so much. तो जब आप आइडिया स्टेज पर होते हो और आपके पास बहुत सारे आइडियाज हैं और आप आइडियाज की वैलिडिटी को चेक करते हो और आपको लगता है कि मेरा एक ये आइडिया इस पर्टिकुलर प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के लिए बेस्ट है, देन दैट वैलिडेशन इज नोन एज प्रूफ ऑफ कॉन्सेप्ट. Once you have a proof of concept, you start working on the statistics. What do you need? How do I go about it? What are the, let's say we are talking about the rocket, I should know the science about it. कि rocket के अंदर there should be gas with the pressure, and then when it has to go, the propellants होने चाहिए जो gas देंगे. So all these statistics and all this logistics are required. Once you know it, you have to make a model of it, right? What is that known as? Making a model which you can show to your, let's say, customers, or let's say to your team, or let's say to your investors that I have this plan, I want to build this product, and this is the model of that. What is it known as? Which you can see in the center of the table.
Prototype.
Prototype, very good. Was that Rashi?
No, ma'am. Aryan Kapil.
Okay, Aryan. Very nice. So this is the prototype. So we start with the idea. We validate our idea. That is proof of concept, POC. Then we start building our prototype because now we are sure that this will be working. And then we go to prototype. Prototype could simply be made either with the cardboard, thermocol, clay, or it could be even on as a picture, as you can see out here. So this is the prototype. Once you have made the prototype, then you have to decide about what is the business model. How would you try? You will do some experiments on this prototype. You will get the feedback from the market, whether it's solving the problem or not. And it's an iterative process. आप बहुत बार ये काम करोगे. Maybe you have to redevelop your prototype. Prototype में आप changes करते जाओगे. And then finally you get your product after certain goals of prototypes. Then you require finances. Then you go for angel investors or venture capitalists at a later stage, which we'll discuss in a different lecture. And this is how you know about the business. You generate a business model and you market your product. So this is the foundation. So let's come to the next. What comes first? For any product, in a market when you have to launch, what comes first, product or customer? Is it the quality of a product which is more important, or is it the customer? Rashi, you can tell me
Ma'am,
the
Customer.
Customers need.
Ma'am, quality of product.
quality of product. Okay. So how many of you say it's customers?
Ma'am, around 4-5.
And how many of you think it's the product?
2, I guess.
So yes, very right. The most important and what comes first is the customer. Because when we start with the process, we say we see the pain points of the customer, we know the problems which we are trying to solve, and then we come up with the solution, either in a form of a product or in form of some facility we are giving, in form of a service we are giving to them, right? No doubt quality of product matters, cost effectiveness of product matters, how does a product look, how does it actually solve the problem, everything is important. But the first thing that comes is customer. What does a customer need? What problem of the customer you are trying to solve through your product or through your service? So you always have to start with the customer. And even the statistics shows that if we go for the analysis of the why your startup business failed, you would find that the topmost are that there was no market need for that product. So no market need for the product means you must have sidelined the customer. You must have sidelined the need of the market. You never realize that the product you are introducing in the market is not required because there is no customer for it. There is no need for it, so your venture would fail. Again, it says you get out-competed. So when you say out-competed, that means probably there was already a product which was doing good enough and your product could not be of the same level or could not satisfy the customers to the same level. So you have to come with a different value, different newness, which should attract the customers. Again, pricing and cost issues. If your product is highly priced and is not giving so much of value to the customer will not go for it. If your product is not user friendly, again dependent upon your customer. So you would find everywhere the story starts from the customer, goes to ends at the customer. So what भगवान है हमारे लिए customer, जैसे कहते हैं ना मेहमान हमारा भगवान है. So for any launching any product or launching any service, what we need to actually realize fully is what is my customer, who is my customer, what does my customer need, and how should I provide those facilities to my customer. So whenever we go in for building a product, you've already seen this in the previous lecture. What is very important is acronym which is normally used in business statistics, and that is DLS. Anyone who has heard of this acronym DLS? Anyone? So DLS stands for Design Thinking, Lean Startup, and Scrum. Scrum is something like agility. Now, design thinking is how would you go about making a product? If you want to launch something in the market, let's say it's a product or some process you want to introduce, how would you start? How would you start thinking of the design? The process remains the same. You observe, you empathize, you define the problem. Then depending on the problem, you come up with so many ideas to solve that problem. With so many ideas, now you have to converge to one idea. There are bundle of ideas, but you have to converge to the best idea which would suitably solve the problem of the customer. So what this part is known as design thinking. And when you start with your experiments, you learn from you measure your experiments, you learn from the experiments, you build something, then you take a feedback from the customer, and after a number of iterations, you keep on improving your experiments to reach to a desirable product. This is known as a lean startup. Okay. Anyone who can say why do we call it as a lean startup? Why this prefix lean? Anyone? Okay, what does one mean by lean? What does the word lean mean? Have you heard of this word lean? Rashi, are there anything
Yes,
in the
ma'am.
chat?
Yes, ma'am. There are answers. Ma'am, to incline on.
Lean is, you say nowadays lean bodies are in trend. Boys prefer to be lean. So something which is frugal, right? जो पतला जिसको कम बोलते हैं. So lean startup is a cost effective technique because remember entrepreneurs, let's say one of you or some of you start with your idea and would want to become an entrepreneur. So obviously you have limited funds. The funds may be from your own pocket or maybe your family supporting, but you have limited funds and you do not want to waste those funds in only making a prototype, right? Because every time you have to, it's an iterative process. You come up with one prototype, you'll do some experiments, and then you will see whether it is fitting up. It's a market fit or not. Is it solving the problem properly or not? If not, you will again change something. So all this process, if you do in a very, elaborate manner, it would need lots of cost, which you don't want to spend because you are not sure whether you will get a viable product or not. So before that, you make all these tests in a very simple manner, in a simplified manner, so that they're cost effective. In the previous slide, we just discussed prototype could be made simple by a cardboard or a thermocol. Whereas when you know that, yes, I'm going in the right direction and I will be able to make a product, I can go for a 3D printing. Now, the cost of a 3D printing prototype would be larger than the cost of a prototype which is made through a thermocol or a cardboard, right? So lean startup means I keep on seeing whether my plan is right or not and continuously do experiments, make something out of it, learn from my failures, and then at a point, every time I ask myself whether the direction I'm going in is right. Do I need to preserve it or do I need to pivot it? Because every time I'm doing some experiments, मैं जो भी product बनाना चाह रही हूँ, let's say robotics में उन्होंने कुछ एक prototype बनाया, उसके ऊपर उसने देखा कि इसको कलर्स आइडेंटिफाई करने चाहिए, सब तरह के कलर्स आइडेंटिफाई करने चाहिए, और देखा कि वो कुछ कलर्स तो आइडेंटिफाई कर पा रहा है, डार्क कलर्स आइडेंटिफाई कर पा रहा है, लाइट कलर्स को आइडेंटिफाई नहीं कर पा रहा. सो दे विल मेक सर्टेन चेंजेस. सो दे नो कि हाँ कर तो पा रहा है, सो आई हैव टू प्रिजर्व माय आइडिया. I don't have to change it, but I have to add certain more aspects to it. But if I continuously do my experiments and I'm unable to reach towards a convergent solution, I know कि मुझे pivot करना है, मुझे यहाँ पे change करना है, मेरे experiments जो है right direction में नहीं जा रहे, कहीं कुछ गलती हो रही है, तो मुझे दोबारा से अपने idea को change करना पड़ेगा. So this is very important. Whether you pivot, that means change your idea, or you preserve that idea. And this entire iterative means आप बहुत बार ये करके देखते हो, and then you do it in a cost effective manner and you come up with a minimal viable product. It is known as MVP, minimum viable product, कि आपने प्रोटोटाइप बनाकर ऐसा प्रोडक्ट बना दिया जिसकी आपने वायबिलिटी देख ली कि yes, it's viable to make this product, क्योंकि आपने बहुत कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव तरीके से, क्रूड तरीके से बनाया, बट आपको ये पता होना चाहिए था कि ये वायबल है या नहीं, इसलिए हम उसको लीन स्टार्टअप बोलते हैं. एंड द प्रोडक्ट व्हिच कम्स आउट एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ लीन स्टार्टअप इज मिनिमम वायबल प्रोडक्ट. एक बार ही हमें पता चल गया कि प्रोडक्ट वायबल है, देन आई कैन जस्ट इंक्रीज माय स्पीड. देन कम्स द एजाइल फेज. I can go for sprint. That means non-stop. I can go for my planning, execution, how to make it better, how to market it, everything. So this is my agile phase. So this was all about design thinking. I should be very clear about my problem zone. Problem zone कैसे आएगा? Observation, empathy and ideation. Solution कहाँ से आएगा? From so many ideas, you will test the idea, you will make a prototype, then you will make a product, again take a feedback, whether it's working in the right direction or not. So this is your solution zone and this is iterative. So this is the problem zone. You should be very clear about what problems you are trying to solve and how you are trying to solve. So this is your solution zone. This is again the same thing which was discussed in the last lecture. Whenever we go in for any product or any service, we have to think basically of the 3 parameters. The first we started was customer, right? So the same thing, people, the customer. What we are thinking, is it desirable for them? Do they really need it? So the first aspect one has to take care is whether the product or the service you are trying to introduce in the market, is it required by people? Is there any desirability for it or not? Then second is your feasibility. Whatever you are trying to introduce, is the technology available for it? और यू आर अहेड ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी कि अभी टेक्नोलॉजी है ही नहीं उसको बनाने के लिए और आप सोच रहे हो कि वो सोल्यूशन मुझे बनाना है. यू हैव टू सी द फिजिबिलिटी कि जो आपका आइडिया है, जो आप एक पर्टिकुलर प्लान लाना चाह रहे हो या प्रोडक्ट लाना चाह रहे हो, उसको बनाने के लिए जो रिक्वायर्ड चीजें हैं, क्या वो अवेलेबल है? इज टेक्नोलॉजी सपोर्टिंग इट और नॉट? सो दैट इज योर feasibility. So once you know what people want and how and whether it can be made, that means it is feasible, then you have to go for your, ultimately you want to earn profits. It is adding, entrepreneur wants to add a value to the society and also wants to add economic value to himself and to the country. That comes from the viability. Is it a sustainable model? Even do you have a vision that 10 years or 20 years across the line also it will be sustainable, it will give you profits at the end of the day? So that is your viability. So whenever you you think of starting any product or any process you are introducing, the first thing you have to take care is desirability of the product. Feasibility comes second and third is viability. And you can see the intersections. You can see अगर डिजायरेबल है और फीजिबल है तो इसका मतलब आपका फंक्शन, यू आर सॉल्विंग सम प्रॉब्लम, यू वांट टू थिंक अबाउट प्रोडक्ट इंटीग्रिटी, उसके अर्गोनॉमिक्स क्या है, यूजर इंटरफेस कैसे होगा, ये सब आपको पता है. सो इट्स अ फंक्शनल इनोवेशन. अगर आपके पास टेक्नोलॉजी है और आप देख रहे हो कि वो आपको प्रॉफिट्स देगा या नहीं, दैट मीन्स इट्स ओनली अ प्रोसेस, राइट? तो आप देखोगे कि आप प्रोडक्टिविटी कैसे बढ़ा सकते हो, क्वालिटी को कैसे इंप्रूव करना है, मेंटेन करना है, ऑटोमेशन कैसे करनी है. एंड देन कम्स बिजनेस वायबिलिटी एंड योर पीपल. दैट मीन्स आप टेक्नोलॉजी के बारे में नहीं सोच रहे हो, आपके पास ऑलरेडी एक प्रोडक्ट है बट आपने उसको सस्टेन करना है ताकि वो आपको प्रॉफिट देता जाए. सो दैट मीन्स आप इमोशंस पे खेल रहे हो. यू हैव ऑलरेडी हैव अ ब्रांड एंड नाउ पीपल आर गोइंग फॉर दैट ब्रांड फॉर ईयर्स एंड ईयर्स, because your product has been able to establish a relationship with the market in such a manner that people would like to go in for that brand. So continuously you're promoting your product. So this is your business viability and desirability. And this center is the sweet spot where everything is available, and this is your experience innovation. But you have to, even if all are not available, what you have to see is the desirability, feasibility to start with. Maybe for first few years you don't want to really focus on whether you get profits or not. You just want to establish your product or establish the system you are introducing, and then over the years you want to find out the profits. So before going to the business model, I'll take a very small pause to know whether I'm able to connect the points, connect the dots for you people. Are you able to understand कि मैं क्या बोलना चाह रही हूँ? Be very honest. जैसे हम बोल रहे हैं किसी प्रोडक्ट को एस्टैब्लिश करने के लिए हमारे को फीडबैक बहुत जरूरी होता है, उसी तरह से ही किसी भी वेंचर को, किसी ऑन्टरप्रेन्योरियल वेंचर को, और अगर मैं कहूँ कि मेरा लेक्चर देना on these topics is also a venture, a social entrepreneurial venture, I would require an honest feedback from time to time. So am I able to connect the dots? Are the attendees able to connect to what I'm trying to speak?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let's have a look at, normally, even when we started discussing about that picture, someone said an entrepreneurial venture and someone said a venture. So is there any difference between a new venture or an entrepreneurship? Let's have a look. We know an entrepreneur is someone who solves a problem, creates a value, and thus runs a business. So let's have a look at this. This is a person who is making, there's a tea stall and a person is making tea. And then I have this Starbucks who is also giving you coffee and tea. Are both entrepreneurial ventures? Is the person who is making tea, you can see simply he's just making tea. Would it be called an entrepreneurial venture?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No. No. Okay. Is Starbucks an entrepreneurial venture?
Yes, maybe.
You're not sure?
Yes.
I think yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
very right. Making tea is a normal thing. Anyone could make it. Although we say that this person has taken risk opening this tea shop somewhere, he doesn't know whether it would work or not. So normally we say entrepreneurs take risk, but as a entrepreneur, because he's not introducing anything new. He's making tea. Anyone can make tea. People have been making tea from times immemorial. He's not creating value to any of your customers. Nothing very different from whatever is present already in the market. Whereas let's have a look at the Starbucks. Yes, Starbucks is an entrepreneurial venture and is really going great. It's $1 million company, $1 billion company. Why? Because it is adding some value, which is the mantra of Starbucks. Why is it so famous? Why would you like to hang around in Starbucks? We talked about this in my previous lecture also. So what is their mantra? We make memories. We weave stories. We unite people. So this is the atmosphere you get. So what is the value they are adding? They're cashing, even their coffees are overpriced, but still people come there because they see the ambience is very nice. The aroma is very nice. I really feel at peace. I can work there for hours and hours. I can meet my friends. It's a proper place for reunion. Haven't you heard of all these statements? So that means they are giving you a new experience. So what are they encashing on? It's an emotional entrepreneurship. They are encashing on the emotional values of the customers. They say we make memories. Maybe you meet your life partner here, and that memory would remain always in your mind. So Starbucks we met. Maybe you meet your long lost friend and you will remember that we met in Starbucks. So they created a new market, a new value, which was based on the experience of the customers. So this is how any venture is differentiated from an entrepreneurial venture, because entrepreneurial venture, even if you introduce a product which is already there in the market, you have to give some newness to it. You have to tell the customer how is it different, how to attract the customer. Is it in terms of the quality? Is it in terms of cost? Or is it in terms of the value? So there has to be some newness in the customer or the service or whatever you are trying to achieve. तो अगर हम स्टेजेस ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप प्रोसेस के बारे में देखें, जो हम बहुत बार ही पढ़ चुके हैं, बट बिफोर गोइंग टू बिजनेस मॉडल, पहला क्या है? ऑब्वियसली आप एक हाइपोथेसिस क्रिएट करते हो, एक आइडिया, आप प्रॉब्लम देखते हो, उसको सॉल्व करने के लिए एक हाइपोथेसिस बनाते हो और उसको फिर चेक करते हो, वैलिडेट करते हो, विच इज प्रूफ ऑफ कॉन्सेप्ट. फिर आप उसको टेस्ट करने के लिए प्रोटोटाइप बनाते हो, विच इज अगेन गोइंग नियर टू योर प्रोडक्ट. फिर आप बिजनेस प्लान करते हो एक वेंचर के लिए, आपको फंडिंग चाहिए, यू एक्वायर फंडिंग, यू एक्चुअली नाउ इम्प्लीमेंट द प्लान, दैट मीन्स एक्चुअली आपका प्रोडक्ट अब आ चुका है मार्केट में, एक्चुअलाइजेशन, एंड वंस द प्रोडक्ट इज ऑन, यू कीप ऑन taking the feedbacks from the market, how well your product is, you do the marketing, advertisement, everything, and then you continuously take the feedback कि आपका कैसा चल रहा है, क्या कोई चेंज करने की जरूरत है. So you scale and grow the venture. That means now you harvest it. You sowed the seed and now is the time to harvest it. And from time to time, again, market, your customer is very important. What feedbacks you get from the customer, you keep on improving or you keep on adding certain things to your product or to your system or the process you are introducing. So coming to why do we need a business model? Business model should be able to tell you everything about your customer segment. आप किस market की बात कर रहे हो, वहाँ कितना competition है, जो आप बनाना चाह रहे हो, कोई ऐसा rule या law तो नहीं है which doesn't allow you. What are the opportunities? What is the commercial attractiveness? आपके environmental challenges. Let's say you are thinking about marketing a product in a hilly terrain, how would you be able to actually transport it? तो आपके environmental challenges क्या हैं, आपके techno-economic feasibility क्या है, आपकी sustainability, growth potential, execution plan, all are a part of a business model feature. Now, why business model canvas? Why do we go for BMC, the business model canvas? Thanks to Alexander Osterwald. He came up with a very nice concept of explaining everything with the help of 9 blocks, just like a canvas on a single page. And you could explain the entire statistics of your business in those blocks in a map or in terms of your canvas to your team members, to your investors, to your probable customers, and to your own self. It's very flexible, it's customer oriented. आप उन ब्लॉक्स को देखकर ही आपको यू स्टार्ट विद एन आइडिया एंड यू सी कि मुझे कैसे एक प्रोडक्ट तक पहुंचना है, एंड एवरी टाइम यू गो टू दैट कैनवस, आपने कुछ किया एंड यू कैन अपने आप से यू कैन सी व्हाट चेंजेस आई नीड टू ब्रिंग. So that's the beauty of business model canvas, ki rather than having a bundle of papers, you can actually show very precisely and concisely what all you are trying to do, what the statistics you are trying, the strategy you are trying to adopt for your business in a form of a business model canvas. So it's very easy to understand. You'll just see it. It's very flexible and focused, customer focused. It shows all the connections and is easy to communicate. So these are the 9 blocks of the business model canvas. And let's see how would it go. Now, again, what do you think would be the first block? Any idea about the first block?
Ma'am, need of customer maybe.
Okay, good. So the first is your customer segment. आप जो भी प्रोडक्ट या जो भी आप एक प्रोसेस इंट्रोड्यूस करना जा रहे हो, वो किस सेगमेंट ऑफ कस्टमर के लिए है, राइट? क्या वो कस्टमर कंट्री साइड में रहता है, सिटीज में रहता है, या कहीं भी हो सकता है? क्या वो कस्टमर मेल है कि फीमेल है? कस्टमर क्या स्टूडेंट्स है या यंग चिल्ड्रन है? इन्फेंट्स है, बॉयज है या गर्ल्स हैं? सो फ्रॉम अ ब्रॉड कैटेगरी यू हैव टू फोकस what segment you are making your product for. Is it a general product or it's a niche product? आपने सिर्फ एक स्पेसिफिक लोगों के लिए बनाया है, नीश किया है, या बहुत बड़े ग्रुप के लिए बनाया है? प्रोविजनल स्टोर है आपका या एक डिजाइनर स्टोर है? आपका एक सिंपल बुटीक है या डिजाइनर स्टोर है? आई शुड हैव गिवन दैट एनालॉजी. एक प्रोविजनल स्टोर है या एक मेगा मार्ट है? तो आप किन कस्टमर्स को पिन पॉइंट कर रहे हो कि मेरा प्रोडक्ट इन कस्टमर्स के लिए बना है? सो दिस इज, यू आर ट्राइंग टू segment out your customers from a broad range. You take a broad range and then you see, okay, I am making suits for ladies, young ladies who are going to work. They should be comfortable. They should be of a very user-friendly material and things like that. So this is how you make your customer segment, कि आप जो भी product लाना चाह रहे हो market में, वो किस segment के लिए suitable होगा. So this is again, we are reaffirming what we started with it. Customer is always the most important. So when you are trying to come with a product or you are trying to give some service, to what segment of customers you are trying to give that service. Second is very important, value proposition. What is that you are giving and customer should come to it. आपके प्रोडक्ट में या आप जो एक फैसिलिटी दे रहे हो उसमें ऐसा क्या खास है कि कस्टमर आपके पास आएगा. So value proposition tells newness of your product, the quality of your product. कि मैं जो प्रोडक्ट या जो मैं प्रोसेस लेकर आ रहा हूँ वो सबसे अलग है, या अगर ये ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्टिंग था तो इसमें ये चीजें हैं जो which will take out all the problems of the customer. So value proposition basically of any company tells about the product. Why should a customer come to them for that product? What is so important? What is so attractive about that product? So that is your value proposition in a business model canvas. So जब भी आप कोई चीज लॉन्च करना चाहते हो, बनाना चाहते हो या मार्केट करना चाहते हो, या कोई भी आप फैसिलिटी या सर्विस प्रोवाइडर हो, तो आपको पता होना चाहिए कि कौन से कस्टमर्स के लिए आपकी वो सर्विस है और वो सर्विस कस्टमर क्यों लेगा. ऐसा क्या खास है आपकी सर्विस में या आपके प्रोडक्ट में कि कस्टमर अट्रैक्ट होकर आपकी उस प्रोडक्ट को या सर्विस को लेगा. सो दैट इज योर वैल्यू प्रोपोजिशन. सो व्हेन वी टॉक ऑफ वैल्यू प्रोपोजिशन, वी आर बेसिकली टॉकिंग ऑफ व्हाट प्रॉब्लम इज देयर व्हिच यू आर फोकसिंग ऑन एंड हाउ यू आर सॉल्विंग दैट प्रॉब्लम, राइट. अब बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट, व्हेनेवर वी हैव टू चैनल्स, एक तो है कि किसको देना है, क्या देना है, कैसे देना है इज द चैनल. हाउ वुड यू मेक दिस वैल्यू प्रोपोजिशन रीच टू योर कस्टमर सेगमेंट. आपने बोला कि मैं ये प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर रहा हूं इस सेगमेंट ऑफ कस्टमर्स की, पर वहां तक वो सोल्यूशन कैसे पहुंचेगा. सो दैट इज चैनल. दैट मीन्स व्हेन वी टॉक ऑफ अ चैनल, प्रोबेबली इफ इट्स फ्रॉम बिजनेस टू बिजनेस, B2B, दैट मीन्स एक बिजनेस से दूसरे बिजनेस तक कैसे आप ट्रांसपोर्ट करोगे. या लेट्स से अगर चैनल है, आई एम ओपनिंग अ स्टोर, सो and my customer is a just walk-in customer, right? So the channel is I should have a store and have a walk-in customer, or I could be relying on an e-commerce. Let's say मैं online shopping के लिए एक अपना चैनल खोलना चाह रही हूँ, मेरे पास एक स्टोर भी है बट मैं ऑनलाइन शॉपिंग भी करवाना चाहती हूँ मैं अपने कस्टमर्स को. So I should have my website. I should have some app through which people can come and buy that. तो कैसे आपके प्रोडक्ट्स या आपकी सर्विस आपके कस्टमर्स पे पहुंचेगी, क्या फास्ट पहुंचेगी, कैसे डिलीवरी होगी, क्या टाइमली होगी या नहीं होगी, इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. बिकॉज चैनल शुड बी एबल टू स्टिक ऑन टू योर वैल्यू प्रोपोजिशन. आपने प्रॉमिस किया कस्टमर्स को कि हम आपकी प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करेंगे मोस्ट इफेक्टिव मैनर से. वो कैसे हो रहा है, चैनल के थ्रू. तो चैनल किस तरह से कर रहा है बिकम्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अगेन वी कम बैक टू कस्टमर रिलेशनशिप. हमने क्या किसके लिए करना था, क्या करना था और कैसे हमने पहुंचाना था, वी नो इट, बट हाउ डू वी अट्रैक्ट अ कस्टमर, हाउ डू वी बिल्ड अ नेटवर्क ऑफ द कस्टमर्स. कैसे हम कस्टमर्स को अट्रैक्ट करें और फिर उनको सस्टेन करें, वो डिपेंड करता है हमारा रिलेशनशिप कैसा है. यहाँ आती है एडवर्टीजमेंट्स. मैंने अपने प्रोडक्ट को एडवर्टाइज किया, चाहे सोशल मीडिया से किया, चाहे माउथ पब्लिसिटी के थ्रू किया, चाहे पैम्फलेट्स के थ्रू किया, और फिर मैंने बोला कि मैं अपने प्रोडक्ट के साथ इनिशियली, लेट्स से आप सब्सक्रिप्शन है, मैं आपको 3 महीने की सब्सक्रिप्शन पहली फ्री दूंगी इफ इट्स अ सर्विस आई एम प्रोवाइडिंग, या एक पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट के साथ ये फ्री है, फ्रीबीज दे दी. सो दिस इज हाउ आई अट्रैक्ट माई कस्टमर. देन आफ्टर सेल मेरा कैसा सर्विस है, रिलेशनशिप तो बना लिया, बट उस रिलेशनशिप को सस्टेन करने के लिए हाउ गुड माई आफ्टर सेल सर्विसेज दैट विल सस्टेन माई कस्टमर रिलेशनशिप. आपने सब कुछ किया, फाइनली ऑब्वियसली यू वांट टू कैश इन, यू वांट टू हैव सम रेवेन्यू. तो आपका रेवेन्यू मॉडल क्या है? क्या आपके पास एक स्टोर, डू यू हैव अ स्टोर एंड पीपल विल कम इन एंड गिव यू मनी इन एक्सचेंज ऑफ अ प्रोडक्ट दे आर बाइंग? इज इट इन टर्म्स ऑफ द every time a person comes and buys anything and would give you money or through a credit card or a debit card, is it that way? Or you are going through a subscription model है कि आपने एक सर्विस प्रोवाइड की और उस सर्विस को प्रोवाइड करने के लिए लेट्स एक सॉफ्टवेयर है, नेटफ्लिक्स है, अमेजॉन है, प्राइम, उसकी आप सब्सक्रिप्शन ले रहे हो. क्या कमीशन पे आपका जो रेवेन्यू मॉडल है, आर यू गेटिंग अ रेवेन्यू इन टर्म्स ऑफ अ कमीशन? लेट्स से ओला, उबर, all these are working on a revenue model. So how you are getting your profits, how you are getting your revenue is decided about by a revenue model. So the 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, they tell you what you really want to do and how do you plan to do it. How do you try to focus on the customer, on their problems, come up with a solution, make them get the solution, and how to get your revenue. Whereas the other parts tell you how you actually implement it. यहाँ हमने बताया हम ये करना चाहते हैं, ऐसे ऐसे करना चाहते हैं, but actually मुझे क्या क्या चाहिए होगा वो करने के लिए, that is shown by the rest of 4 blocks. So the key resources, let's say I have to manufacture something. So I need a manufacturing unit. I need machines in it. Or let's say I only have to open a store. So I need some place where I can open a store. So what key resources are required? So I'm able to make my product or to market my product or to make my service available to the customer. Let's say मेरा website है या नहीं है, social media पे मैं हूँ या नहीं हूँ. So these are the key resources and the key activities. अब आपने अगर let's say it's a manufacturing unit, तो आपको प्रोक्योर करना है, रॉ मटेरियल में प्रोक्योर करना है, फिर रॉ मटेरियल आपका जहां से आना है आपके फैक्ट्री तक पहुंचना है, फिर फिनिश प्रोडक्ट्स आपने होलसेलर्स तक पहुंचाने हैं. सो ऑल दिस लॉजिस्टिक्स, एवरीथिंग दैट कम्स इन द की एक्टिविटीज. सो की रिसोर्सेज, सॉरी, सो योर की रिसोर्सेज एक्चुअली डिफाइन योर की एक्टिविटीज कि आपने क्या क्या करना है. Then comes key partners. As we said, obviously, you require wholesalers, you require raw material persons, you require transportation of the goods, you require people to advertise for you, market for you. So all these are your key partners. And finally, the cost incurred by you doing all these things. So it is in terms of, let's say, if you have a store, you have to give the rent of the store, you have employees, you have to give the salaries of the employees, the electricity bill, making up of your, like making and maintaining your profiles, your social medias, everything, that all comes in your cost structure. So just attractive view of this talks about that. One thing I have to tell you, many a times customer segment and value propositions can be interchanged. We start with, okay, this is the value we are giving, and then we go to customer. But I prefer starting from the customer, we come to the solution and we talk about the value proposition. But you can see if you cut in between, like you would come to know, okay, this is what, for a value proposition towards the right-hand side, what we are trying to give is that, and on the value proposition towards the left side is how we are trying to do it, how we are trying to implement is, what is the infrastructure which is required, what are the jobs we have to do it. And the left side, the right side tells me what all facilities we are providing. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So just hurriedly, just like a typical teacher, this is again a revising of the concept. So the first was the customer segment, customer or a market. आप किस customer पे जा रहे हो, किस market पे जा रहे हो, क्या वो market automobiles की market है, क्या वो jewelry की market है, क्या वो grains की market, food grains की market है, vegetable की market है, आपका consumer क्या है, is it just localized या आप कहीं बाहर export कर रहे हो. So who is your customer? So you make your focus sharper from a broader segment. Value proposition, why should a customer come to you? Why to buy your products? तो आपका value proposition explain करता है what is new in your product, how good your performance of the product is. आपका design कैसे सब design से better है, आप कैसे customize कर रहे हो according to the needs of your consumer. आपका ब्रांड स्टेटस क्या है, क्या आपका प्रोडक्ट कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव है सो दैट पीपल शुड कम टू यू. सो दैट्स ऑल अबाउट योर वैल्यू प्रोपोजिशन. आपने वो वैल्यू प्रोपोजिशन कैसे पहुंचाया अपने कस्टमर्स को, कैसे वो इजीली पहुंचा, इजी परचेज, डिलीवरिंग द प्रोडक्ट, दैट इज योर चैनल्स. कस्टमर रिलेशनशिप बनाना और उसको रिटेन करना. आपने पहले एक्वायर करना है, आप एडवर्टाइज करोगे, आप कुछ उनको इंसेंटिव्स दोगे, फिर आपने कैसे रिलेशंस मेंटेन करने हैं, आपका आफ्टर सेल कस्टमर सपोर्ट कितना अच्छा है. इट विल ऑल डिफाइन योर कस्टमर रिलेशनशिप. रेवेन्यू मॉडल आपका कैसा है, डायरेक्टली आपकी पेमेंट्स होंगी थ्रू कैश और थ्रू कार्ड, या आपका सब्सक्रिप्शन मॉडल है, या एक वन टाइम फी लेकर आप दे रहे हो, या कमीशन बेस्ड है. Key resources, again, depending upon your product or the process, it could be different. An e-car manufacturer would require batteries, जबकि batteries बनाने वाले को क्या raw materials चाहिए? Lithium, cobalt, manganese, and so on and so forth. Similarly, जो key resources हैं, वो physical manpower के terms में हो सकते हैं, financial, that means you require money, you require intellectual, you have to get a software design to give a particular service to particular app. So all these could be your key resources, which can be either owned or acquired from your key partners. अब key activities वही आप क्या क्या काम कर रहे हो. So if it's a manufacturing, you are basically manufacturing it and supplying it. आपके सिर्फ एक consultancy terms firm है, तो आप जो भी problem है उसको solve कर रहे हो. अगर e-commerce company है, तो आपको obviously एक virtual marketplace maintain करना है. You have to maintain the logistics. You have to connect with vendors, you have to maintain the database, you have to know the payment gateway, kiske through payment hoga, handling customer complaints, everything. And nowadays it's very, I think all of you are involved in it. I can see it in my home. रोज Amazon का एक पैकेट वापस आ रहा होता है या जा रहा होता है. So these are all your e-commerce. So key partnership is obviously your network of people who help you in getting all these things. So they are the key partners, they are the facilitators. So they are the suppliers of inputs, funding, consulting, manpowers, and so on and so forth. And the cost is obviously what cost you have incurred in doing all these things in terms of raw materials, rent, salary, wages, transportation, insurance, web hosting, advertisement, research and development. Whenever you have to bring new things in the market, you always have to improve. All of us know the customer now wants the best of the best with the lowest cost. That means we have to continuously involve ourselves in research and development. Hurriedly, let's have a look at the business model canvas for Uber or Ola. So the first is your customer. Who are the customers for these services, Uber and Ola? Hurriedly. I think we are already late. Let's have a quick feedback from the participants. Who are the customers? All of you use Uber. All of you use
Yes,
Ola.
ma'am.
Who are the customers?
Ma'am, those who want to travel.
So those who want to travel, that means passengers. Anyone else? Come on. और कोई है? नहीं तो हम दूसरे पे चलें. Uber के customers क्या कौन होते हैं? Obviously passengers जो कहीं जाना चाहते हैं. और कोई?
Drivers to get.
Yes. What about taxi drivers, the car owners, जिनकी जो drive कर रहे हैं, वो भी तो आपके customers है ना? Because Uber doesn't have a single car. It's only a networking of car owners and it's providing you a service. So उसके customer कौन है? एक तो वो लोग जो इस facility को लेना चाहते हैं और वो लोग जो ये facility दे सकते हैं. So customer is passengers and the car owners. So then comes next. What is the value proposition? Why Uber and Ola have become so popular? 4 years down the line, we never knew about Uber or Ola.
Easy to use.
Easy to use. Okay. आपको क्या सर्विस प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं Uber या Ola? Cabs, right? तो जब बहुत साल पुराने कन्वेंशनल ब्लैक एंड येलो कैब्स थी, हमें टैक्सी स्टेशन पे जाना पड़ता था, उनको रिक्वेस्ट करनी पड़ती थी, 24 आवर्स पहले बुक करनी पड़ती थी. सो वी डोंट हैव टू डू ऑल दिस कम्बरसम जॉब. हम एक सिंपल ऐप को क्लिक करके हम अपने जहां भी सोर्स जहां हम हैं और कहाँ हमारा डेस्टिनेशन है हम वो बता दें एंड वी कैन एंड द ड्राइवर वुड टेक अस देयर. मतलब हम एक टैप पे हम बुक कर सकते हैं अपनी कैब कहीं पर भी जाने के लिए 24/7 365 days. Agreed?
Yes, ma'am.
और फिर वो सिक्योर्ड है, हमें पता है कौन सा ड्राइवर आ रहा है, उसका नंबर क्या है, वी नो एवरीथिंग. देन वी कैन ऑल्सो शेयर कि मैं इस वक्त कहाँ हूँ, लाइव लोकेशन हम अपने पेरेंट्स को अपने फ्रेंड्स को शेयर कर देते हैं. हमें पूरा रूट पता होता है कि क्या रूट वो लेगा. We know all these things. So we feel very secured. It's very convenient. It is very cost effective. पहले वाली टैक्सीज कितनी महंगी पड़ती थी. अब डिपेंडिंग अपॉन योर रिक्वायरमेंट, अगेन ओला या उबर आपको शेयर्ड सर्विसेज भी देती है जहां और कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव पड़ता है. उबर प्रीमियम भी है, उबर गो भी है, या ओला, अलग अलग कैटेगरीज हैं, सो इट इज ऑल्सो कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव. सो दीज आर ऑल द वैल्यू प्रोपोजिशंस वन वुड लाइक टू गो इन फॉर. First, most important, why people are now, as a parents, why we also feel, okay, you're taking Uber, Ola, we know that, okay, it's reliable. So whenever we have to go in for a taxi service, what one needs to look at is whether on the reliability. So it's a reliable transportation. It's very convenient, available at the tap of your, in a smartphone. It's cost effective. It's giving you different options. And also for the second type of your customers, car owners, it is a source of income. Sometimes they are full-time drivers, or they have the car and they bought the car only for this purpose. Whereas there are times if you have a word with them, you would find some of them are working somewhere, and for an additional income, they use it for half of the day when they are free. So it could be either a only income or an additional income for the car owner. So again, that's a value proposition for the customers. Now the third comes is, how do we actually get connected with your value proposition and customer? हम connect कैसे हो रहे हैं? Through the channel. अब इस केस में channel क्या है?
App.
App, very good. So the channel is my app or my website. So this is my third. Now fourth is customer relationship. How do I acquire customers? मैं कैसे पैसेंजर्स को बताऊंगी कि उबर ओला ये सर्विस दे रहा है? कैसे रिटेन करेंगे हम कस्टमर्स को? कैसे बताएंगे? How does one do that?
Advertisement.
एक तो by self होता है. We get to give a review, we can give rating, we can give a feedback, and it actually helps. If you really see, the system becomes more robust and more efficient by this self-feedback, review and rating. So this is by self, and the other is your customer care. You can also complain to the customer care, or you can give your feedback to the customer care. So this is how you are making your relationships. You are making a brand out of it by establishing your long-term relationships with your customer through your services. Revenue model क्या है?
Commission based?
Yes, very good. So it's a commission base. Per ride, it's either 25% or 30%. So it's whatever driver would earn. For every ride, the Ola or the Uber service gets commission of 25 to 30%. What would be the key resources in this? इस सबको करने के लिए आपको रिसोर्स क्या चाहिए?
मैम इंटरनेट
चाहिए, मतलब यू नीड अ प्लेटफॉर्म, है ना. हमने बोला ऐप या वेबसाइट. आपके स्मार्टफोन्स में क्या है? ऐप है ओला की या उबर की, मतलब उनका एक वेबसाइट है. तो इसका मतलब आपको क्या चाहिए? टेक्नोलॉजी प्लेटफॉर्म चाहिए और नेटवर्क ऑफ ड्राइवर्स चाहिए. कस्टमर्स कैसे पहुंचेंगे? आपके टेक्नोलॉजी, आपके ऐप के थ्रू, और आपको एक नेटवर्क ऑफ ड्राइवर्स चाहिए जिसका एक अलग से आप ड्राइवर्स को, how does it go? That means from it is always centralized. You have a central hub, then there's a passenger who connects, and that gets connected to your driver. So the key resources would be a technology platform and the network of the drivers. What would be the key activities? आपको टेक्नोलॉजी प्लेटफॉर्म चाहिए तो वो बनाना तो पड़ेगा ना. डेवलप प्लेटफॉर्म, सो यू रिक्वायर सम सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर या जो भी इस आपको प्लेटफॉर्म बना के देगा. सो द की एक्टिविटीज डेवलपिंग अ प्लेटफॉर्म एंड देन मार्केटिंग. यही आपको दो चीजें करनी है, बाकी तो आपने सब कुछ. हाउ डू यू स्टार्ट विद इट? यू हैव टू डेवलप अ प्लेटफॉर्म, देन यू हैव टू मार्केट कि ओके दिस इज द ऐप, एंड बाय डाउनलोडिंग दिस ऐप यू गेट दिस फैसिलिटी दैट 24 hours you can get this service of booking your cab anytime from anywhere. You can go to anywhere. So what you required is marketing, advertisements, either through social media or through conventional. So that is your key activities. Who would be your key partners? आप जैसे पेमेंट प्रोसेसर कर रहे हैं, आप पेमेंट कैसे कर रहे हो, गूगल पे से कर रहे हो, पेटीएम से कर रहे हो. सो यू रिक्वायर सर्टन पार्टनर्स जिसके साथ आपका टाई अप होगा कि ओके योर इन द whatever rent or whatever the customer is giving is going through this platform. Let's say Google Pay से जा रहा है, Paytm से जा रहा है, Uber Money से, Uber Wallet से जा रहा है, तो वो पेमेंट प्रोसेसर. A map and API providers, that is very important क्योंकि आपके पास जब आप ऐप खोलते हो आपको पूरा डायरेक्शन मिलती है, and the same is with the driver. So you have an application provider interface जो आपके Google Maps और आपके जो इस ऐप के बीच में इंटरफेस कर रहा है वो API है. तो जो ये प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं आपके वो की पार्टनर्स हैं. एंड कॉस्ट स्ट्रक्चर, ऑब्वियसली एक तो आपने जो टेक्नोलॉजी प्लेटफॉर्म बनाया उसका आपको कॉस्ट देना है, आपने मार्केटिंग की उसका कॉस्ट देना है, और जो आपने अपने कस्टमर केयर में एम्प्लॉयज रखे उनका कॉस्ट आपको देना है. सो जस्ट बाय शोइंग दिस कैनवस, isn't the whole business process clear? This is the beauty of business model canvas कि आप एक कैनवस पे सिर्फ सब कुछ कैसे कैसे करना है, क्या क्या हमें चाहिए, किस तरह से हम शुरू करेंगे, that is easily, and whatever you want to change, मुझे इसमें कहीं भी change करना हो, it's so flexible, I can change it at any time. So this is the beauty. Just having a look at that was made by me. This is available on the internet. Talks about the same thing. It's just a pictorial representation. So it's people who are traveling, maybe going for a party, the car owners. Then your value proposition is a reliable transport, convenience, income. Then your channels is an app or a website. Relationships is through ratings. Then your streams is revenue stream is your commission. Then comes key resources, your tech platform, network, branding. Key activities is how to develop that platform. A support system should be there. Key partners are the payment processors, the API providers, and the cost is again marketing, your human persons which you are employing for your customer care, who are taking care of everything, the tech platform. These are your cost structure. And if you have a look at which is, you can say it's an exact market fit. When we go in for a value proposition and the customer profile, we have to see what jobs the customer needed, what they provided by your products and services, what were the problems, what were the pains of the customer, whether your product is give the relief to the pain point, what were the gains. And just have a look at this. We can say it's an exact market fit. When we are talking about the customer needed a service variety, on-demand availability, which is there in the Uber. On demand, you have cabs, you have efficient rides, you have one tap ride, you just tap on it and you can go for a ride. You can have a ride share if you really want to save on the cost. Then this was the customer pain. The customer pain was, the customer wanted a hassle-free processing, a cheaper ride, status sharing that where we are, reliability, cashless. So this is perfectly fit. The processing time is very less. You don't have higher costs. So you have a complete security. Then you come to the gains. You get low cost, availability is very easy. You have a faster service. So these are the gain creators so this is known as an exact market fit. And you are a happy person because what you introduced in the market is a success, is a hit. It's adding value. It's removing the pain. It's also giving you your income along with the value you added, and thus making your company a multi-billion company. So this is about the value proposition for an Uber. And here I stop with my today's discussion on BMC business model canvas. And remember, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So let's say you get motivated and you start somewhere with your entrepreneurial skills, a different entrepreneurial venture. Thank you so much. And the house is open for discussions. Again, I'll request all of you to please, when you are filling up the feedback form, please give a genuine feedback, because it would help you and would help the resource person. Let it be any.
Thank you, Ravinder. Thank you, Ravinder.
Thank you
It's a
so much.
it's very interactive session.
Can we have questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Ayush.
मैम आपने जैसे उबर और ओला का पूरा एक बिजनेस मॉडल आपने एक्सप्लेन किया था, तो मैम जो फूड डिलीवरी सर्विसेज है लाइक जोमेटो एंड स्विगी, उनका भी एग्जैक्ट सेम बिजनेस मॉडल है ना?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, आप नेटफ्लिक्स का बना सकते हो, जोमेटो का बना सकते हो, अमेजोन का बना सकते हो। आपके पॉइंट्स यही रहेंगे। आपका कस्टमर सिर्फ कस्टमर सेगमेंट डिफरेंट हो जाएगा। आपका वैल्यू प्रोपोजिशन क्या है? अगर आप डिलीवरी की बात कर रहे हो, अभी वी फास्ट और ये सब शुरू हुए थे ड्यूरिंग कोविड, where they could send anything, food from one place to another, medicines. तो you know what are the target customers. आपका वैल्यू प्रोपोजिशन है कि टाइमली डिलीवरी देनी है, कैसे करना है, एनीथिंग. That is the beauty of business model canvas. Think of any business, let it be a product or let it be a service. You can show it in an elaborate manner, in a very flexible manner on a canvas. And you can keep on changing. आपको वैल्यू प्रोपोजिशन और देनी है तो आप उसमें बढ़ाते जाओगे. और जब आपको let's say as a student, now we have this ISC chapter and we the entire purpose is to motivate you for the entrepreneurial ventures. You come up with an idea and you have thought about everything, and let's say I am there who is to select some of the business models or some of the projects. So people come with this, I have a look at it, whether he has taken care of the customer or how to go about it, how to market it. If is that particular canvas can actually show whether you have worked properly, whether you have thought in a proper manner about launching or about introducing a new product or a new system.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Any other questions? Any other feedback? If there are no other questions, I think we can wind up, Rashi. The feedback form is already given.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for taking time from your busy schedule. The session was very interactive, and we would like to look forward for more such sessions. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot to all the attendees. Honestly, I'm slightly disheartened that there was not much of interaction. Either the concepts are very clear or the concepts are not clear at all. I don't know. That you would have to tell me in the feedback form. But
the
normally,
concepts are very clear, Ravinder. So there is no need to ask us.
I guess, Dr. Ravinder, you made it so clear that everything was so clear to all the participants, and you presented the business model canvas by Alexander so well. No doubt it's easy itself to understand, but then you made it easy for all the participants. So thank you so much.
I really hope so, Sudhir. Although, when you don't get any interaction in the chat box, you get a bit disheartened कि शायद किसने सुना नहीं या समझा नहीं.
Probably you were focusing. Yeah, probably you were focusing on the presentation. In between, students really participated well, which I could see.
Yeah, I could not see the actually. This is the problem with this platform. Had it been Zoom, I could have seen it, but with Google Meet, this is a problem. Like you can't see it on the other screen. So that was the thing. Anyway, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure. Thank you so much, Sudhir. And thanks to all the participants, to my dear colleagues who were a part of it. I personally thank Dr. Sudhir, Dr. Paramjeet. I could see Dr. Charu. I don't know who all were there. So I extend a heartfelt gratitude to all my dear colleagues to be here and to my dear students. And this series would continue. We have our next lecture day after tomorrow from Dr. Yogita, again in-house lecture. And I would rather request all of you to give us feedback so that we can make our programs better and more insightful for you. Thank you so much. Wish you all the best. God bless you all and have a blissful evening. Thank you so much, Sudhir.
Lastly, I would like to thank Rashi, also our student coordinator, who coordinated so well. Thank you, Rashi. Thank you, all the participants.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.